Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the Nexus Gaming Series Division C West. My name is Bahamut. We find ourselves here on Towers of Doom for game number 1, and if you're sitting at home eating quesadillas or thinking about meat and you're wondering how we got here, I got you covered. The home team this evening is going to be the members of Counterpick Stupid. They won the coin flip, something the Ghillie Sharks don't know about. They're going to go for first pick priority for game number 1, banning out Brax's Holdout and Cursed Hollow. Battlefield of Eternity and Dragonshire are going to be banned up by the members of Amateur Opponents. I actually almost said Alterac Pass, and they picked up Towers of Doom for the first map to go up against the members of Counterpick Stupid. Let's get back into our draft. As we see the Sylvanas ban and also the Johanna ban. Sylvanas, as we talked about in the previous games, is really strong in our current meta. Being able to lock down the towers is an insanely powerful tool for her, as well as being able to siege and clear waves and team fight and just silence and just maneuver and just... She's got a lot of tools in her kit that actually make her very viable in our current meta in the way that the tower shots have changed. Malthael will be banned out here. We do see the Johanna ban. Please don't ban Tassadar. Don't ban Tassadar. Someone take Tassadar, please. Someone take Tassadar, and we can just make some highlight reels of how good he is. Bahamut, you're back, and your front, you're all here? Wait, what? You're back and your front, you're all here. I'm confused. I prefer trading goods instead of using coinage. We're stuck in the very past. Kaimo is the mother of ancient Babylonia after all. Wait, what? CCS has always played main Sylvanas. Oh. Well, we are going to be seeing a first pick on the Stukov. Zul was the ban on the right-hand side. He's still very strong within our meta. Siege potential-wise, tanking-wise, damage-wise. He's just strong overall. I would like one of these teams to rip a Cho'Gall like the Ghillie Sharks ripped a Cho'Gall with me on Sunday on Towers of Doom. By the way, on Sundays, I try and play video games and stream them, so if you missed out, there's like 6 games I think we played. We played a bunch of games on Sunday, and one of them is a Towers of Doom game. I recommend it. Don't Teasadar us exactly, Tetcher. How you doing, bud? Good to see you. Hope you're well. No Deathwing? Deathwing, actually I was about to say, Deathwing can definitely come through here, but they literally just picked Deathwing into Leorc and Greymane. So you have 2 people that can do percent-based damage into them, so we'll see how this works out. I mean, it's not like it's like, oh, that's it, GG's, it's over. They have Cursed Bullet and Spectral Leech. Like, that's the game. I mean, they can play around those factors. Deathwing doesn't have to, like, Deathwing might not get chunked by those abilities or those tools. We'll have to see here. Ban-wise, though, on the left-hand side, they do need a... Are they assuming this is a main tank Deathwing? I don't know the players on these teams. Like, I don't know their roles offhand. Like, I don't know, like, is Witsend always are they always the healer? Is Sonic's always, like, the range carrier or something like that? So it's just, like, one of those things I'm like, I don't know 100% here. So either way, Yrel will be gotten rid of as well as the ETC. They don't want to deal with the power slide in, Greymane. It's a devastating combo. You can pick up a Li Ming there as well, and then you can actually grab a... If they actually went a Nubarak, Li Ming, Ana on the side of Amateur Opponents, that'd be a really strong draft dive-wise. Resets for Li Ming would be really prevalent. Nano Boost would be a powerful tool. They're still gonna go, so they still go with the Li Ming, which I like with the Greymane, but they're gonna grab Garrosh instead. Okay. I wonder if we get a Lucio for the members of Amateur Opponents. Excuse me. Sorry. A little nauseous tonight. CCS win Deathwing, killed us both games in the last matchup. DPS Deathwing is the fear. What's up, Lazy Hydra? Deathwing can bruise but not tank. That's like, I don't think Deathwing's a main tank, especially into this. But I don't know. I'm not a fan of this Deathwing. I'm not gonna lie. The Greymane, not the Greymane. The Arthas I do like because the Frozen Tempest value into the Greymane, he does need to be on top of you in that Worgen form to get a lot of value. He can still auto into you from range, but Arthas is, I think, going to be trying to slow down the auto attack speed as well as the movement of the Greymane and the Garrosh in these engagements. And there's the Ana for the rest of the draft. So literally, they just don't take the Anubarak. They're going to grab the Garrosh instead. It's still a very strong draft. I like the Anubarak because it gives you more engagement potential with the Greymane. You have Web Wrap to maybe shut one enemy player down, maybe a Stukov, maybe an Arthas, maybe Lunar. Like, you can just shut something down and start to invade. So I'm either way, I'm excited about both of these drafts. I think there's a lot of good tools for both teams, but if I have to pick one purely based on map and draft, I'm leaning more so towards the side of amateur opponents. I think that their draft is more executable, it's got a lot more win potential, and it's got a lot more momentum base behind it too. Like if you get a couple kills in a team fight, if you get one kill in a team fight, that's Li Ming starting to pop off. Whereas on the opposing side, you get a kill in a team fight. Yes, you get a kill, and I don't want to like dissuade from just that fact, but it's like still like what's your now continued aggression potential? Like you still have to chase into them, whereas Li Ming getting a reset, that's enough for a team to kind of back off and be like, well, I don't know about this, because Greymane's going to be diving in there as well, and he's going to be amplifying that factor. So I'm excited about this one. I'm excited. You'll be a fan, I promise. Okay. Selma plays a pretty good Deathwing. All right. You will be a butt, I promise. Yeah, that's not untrue. I feel like now chat's just trying to get Buttspot to hit them. Either way, let's go ahead and get into game here. On the left-hand side, we've got the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid. We've got Wits End on the Stukov. Silma's going to be on the Deathwing. We've got Valk on the Arthas. Celadorn will be on the Kael'thas, and Osprey will be on the Lunara. On the right-hand side, we've got the members of Amateur Opponents. We're going to be seeing Duck Rogers on the Garrosh Terminator or Saint Terminator, Street Terminator. Either way, Terminator's going to be on the Leoric. Butte Holiday is going to be on the Ana. We've got Cactus Ham, it's still a good name, on the Li Ming, and Sonic's Bro is going to be on that Greymane. Let's get into mid lane and check out our level 1s and see what our first engagement looks like. Arthas is going to go Rhyme, so no Howling Blast build for them. No Death Coil, I believe, is the other one at level 1. Not 100% on that. Either way, they do have those Rhyme stacks. Lunar going into top lane. Huh. Interesting matchup. Range into melee is a little difficult. Lunara's wave clear isn't bad whatsoever. She's got Sentinel Wisp, so we'll see how this works out for her. Actually, we can jump over to her vision really quickly. Does she? So this right here, I always like to highlight this. This is the Sentinel Wisp value. This is what they're seeing from the this gigantic range. So just little things like that I always like to kind of point out, because like a lot of people go into nature's perspective, which it's not a bad talent by any means, but if you're able to micro your Wisp around and constantly keep it in a bush or get it into a rotation area where you can get a little bit of vision for your team, it's such a strong tool, because vision in this game pays dividends when it comes to just rotations and team fighting. Looks like the Leoric and the Lunar will be doing double rotations. Arthas is going to be down here. And this is where I was like I was a little worried about the Arthas, because I was like, typically Arthas is in the solo, so they're gonna play Lunar for the double soak because of her base movement speed, so she can kind of still just get back into top lane, matching Leoric fairly well. But this is also gonna allow them to have that Arthas in these team fights, pressuring into them. But now Butte is gonna be grabbing camp with the help of Cactus Ham. They're a little split here. Sonic's Bro will be coming over to the right hand side. Selma is gonna be just clearing out bottom lane, as they should be splitting one over, but they're actually gonna try and go for the invade. Valk is just going to be thrown away. They don't want to deal with the damage from the Frozen Tempest. They get their camp, and they're going to back off on the side of Amateur Opponents, excuse me. I'll try and fix that right there. Lunar wins hard, secret OP offlaner. I mean, yeah, she can get punished. Like, she can 100% get punished. She has 1,609 health. She can get ganked, but if you're continually pointing out who's missing, who's where, and you're just playing, like, yeah, she'll be fine. Like, she can definitely lane to this Leoric without a problem. He does have Neil Peasants at level 4, which is going to give him a little bit more wave clear, but she is going to be going into Nature's Calling. Yeah. So that's going to get her extra damage as well. So both of them have wave clear talents at level 4, or at least increased damage talents into anything. Minions, mercenaries, and monsters, I think, for both of them, right? Basically non-heroes. So this is actually everything, because I believe that still affects... I think it still affects like boss. Like, it's basically everything on the map but heroes. So structures, elite camps, standard camps. I'll have to look at that one really quickly. Either way, Sonic's Bro is going to be trying to dive in here, get a little bit of damage. Duck Rogers gets a little bit of the living bomb on them, but we do have a triple altar phase coming up next. I just want to check really quickly. It's just a siege camp, okay? Because I know like this up here says elite, so that's just the difference. But Lunara, Leoric are going to trade out. Down in bottom lane will be our brawl over the objective as, oh, this is going to be Duck Rogers in a bit of a bad spot. They're trying to make their way out towards, or actually through the bottom lane. Left and right get traded out. Lunar going to be going back into top. Leoric going to be going down into mid. Celadorn going for the channel. Does Duck Rogers have an interrupt? Sleep Dart went out, but I think they actually end up just backing off. Selma going down to about half health. Does still have 20 physical armor. Killadorn taking a little bit of damage right there. So it's going to be 6-6 in levels. We do have Leorc with a little bit of a slow as they've joined into the team fight. Lunara still is going to be just soaking between lanes, and I think with the fact that Leorc's down here and Valk being forced off, amateur opponents will find themselves the extra shots, and they will go up in core health, or at least be ahead in core health. There you go. Wording is hard, but they'll take the enemy team down by 8, only losing 4 themselves. Boss, buildings, mercs, etc. Yep. Hail Hydra, what's up? What's up, Zloth? Luna destroys Leo in lane. With her vision, her gank ability is low. That's true, Crafty Trent. You're not wrong, because here the Sentinel Wisp is what I keep always harping on, and right now, that's the standard vision from the Sentinel Wisp. From the Wisp, but this is just what you normally see. But since you are going to be having the Sentinel Wisp within the rotations, you do have so much more vision. I mean, look at this right now. You see across this entire boss area and in the transition between lanes. So, as long as you're I'm trying to find the right wording for this. As long as you're reading your minimap and communicating with your team, as we were saying beforehand, I think her gank ability isn't going to be as easy. But I think there's things in the later game like Entomb, where I know she can Leaping Strike, but there's things to shut her down and lock her down. So if they can, you know, let's say Sleep Dart, Entomb, Greymane dives in, maybe he goes for the throat, Garrosh Warlord's Challenge, things like that. Like, there's ways to kind of keep her in place. So her gank ability's there so long as she's not paying attention to minimap, I guess is the easiest way to put that. Sorry, I'm rambling a little bit right now. Arby's, how you doing? I have a Luna player who loves to lane against specifically Leo. That's where we're getting some of this information from as well. But it's not like wrong, because we've had this conversation in the past as well. I mean, in the past we've said things like Phoenix into melee is really good. Raynor into melee is really good, because it's just you have to step into said range, and like Phoenix can blink away. Raynor has penetrating round. Lunara has Leaping Strike at 10 if you go into that, but even then her just base movement speed is a little bit more difficult to chase. We do have Lunara and Leo actually brawling out over this, and we're seeing Lunara put the pressure on there as I was actually checking to see Splintered Spear. Yes, it is going to be Splintered Spear at 7, but we lose the kill onto Kael'thas in the bottom lane. First blood of the game actually going to be going over to the side of amateur opponents. Sorry, I'm skimming minimap. Osprey gets the channel up there. They're going to trade these out as it looks like Silma was able to poke long enough down here. And actually Lunara doesn't rejoin the friendly team. Sonic's bro doesn't get the Howling Blast. Actually, the Terminator does end up connecting to that, but still, they're going to trade those shots out, but the majority of, or I guess the advantage will still be in favor for the members of amateur opponents, as they do have 32-28 when it comes to core health. As we usually do, right around this time, let's go ahead and cycle through some of those other numbers, get an idea of what the damage, experience, and healing has looked like thus far into game number 1 of our final best of 3 of the evening. And we'll see the 10 talents here as they pop up across the screen at the top. Leorc just zoning back as they do grab the camp on the side of amateur opponents. Going to be looking to open a bottom lane further for themselves. They find a toss into Valk. There's a lot of damage onto them. Also the Biotic Grenade to reduce the healing. The Sappers 1, 2, 3 go through. Silma lands down here. Duck Rogers trying to find their way out of there. There's the onslaught from Silma. They're getting a lot of good sustained damage on the Duck Rogers. Unfortunately, they don't find the kill. And Osprey does come down here, maybe looking to help out, as they do have the 10 talents here. No Thornwood Vines or anything like that. They were stepping into the front gate, and I was worried that they were going to be trying to like Leaping Strike back and forth, but I was like, you're taking way too much damage. Curse Ball comes out from the Greymane, Valk very low. Duck Rogers starting to feel a little bit of this pressure. Warlord Challenge comes out, but doesn't pull anyone else in. Lunara still throwing consistent damage onto Duck Rogers. You see them all dotted up with their mark. I'm trying to find someone without a questing talent. There we go. And Lunara just says, you know what, cool. I'm just going to go ahead and cycle back into mid lane, grab myself 2 regeneration globes, and continue to just go back and forth with this Leorc, matching them out. Actually, Terminator coming down here. Lunara does see this. Duck Rogers and friend kind of see the invade coming in, so Silma's going to be lunging in with the onslaught. There's an Entomb from the Leorc, Leaping Strike from the Lunara, and Terminator was able to Wraith walk away. I was like, who got away? Silma Cataclysm's in, but was it a mistake? Flailing Swift comes out from Wit's End. They lose their Kael'thas. It's going to be another kill for the members of amateur opponents. They get the camp in their favor, and they're going to find the kill. Silma, oh my god, no way! 128 health is what I saw, but somehow they didn't get interrupted. Either way, they don't have Sky... Oh, they do have Skyfall. Boom. We can just leave it on this for the rest of the game. This is going to be one altar they're going to try and channel. Oh, wait. Did they make the mistake? This is it. This is my casting. Does anyone know if Ana's 10% maximum health from Sleep Dart affects Deathwing? That's what I doubt it since it doesn't go to sleep. That's what I'm thinking. I saw 46, I think. 46 health, yeah. Damage doesn't interrupt the Dragonflight since it starts, once he starts channeling. Yeah, no, yeah, it's just like, it was just like one of those things where I was like, really? Like, that's so, like, it was like so frame perfect almost kind of deal. All right, let's look at this really quickly, detail-wise for the Ana. Sorry, I'm also skimming around minimap. Where are you? Oh, she doesn't even have it, does she? Wait, hold on. Small engagement. Camp is leash. No, Celadorn goes back and grabs it. Unless I'm potato and it's baseline. Hold on, I just want to check really quickly. No, they just sleep. It does? Wait, what does? The 10% from the sleep dart on Deathwing? No, it's a level 7 talent? Okay, she just didn't take it. Okay, that's, you were, because I thought you were asking about a talent she took, and I was just like, I don't see another sleep dart talent. Like, wait, what, did I miss it? Okay, no. Healers are the least knowledgeable thing I have in my arsenal, so I need to work on a lot more of their talent trees and just kind of memorize those, because some things I don't really remember offhand when it comes to some of the healers. Syndragosa for Arthas, I just want to point that out really quickly. Bellowing Roar for the Deathwing. Looks like they're going to take flight. Okay, yes, okay. Skyfall value coming in. Beat's gonna get hit by that. Can we see the cooldowns on these? Yeah, we can. Oh, 6 seconds. Yeah, they get the channel at one point. Greymane, meanwhile, was like, all right, I'm just gonna go grab a camp. Like, we'll get more pressure in our favor. 20 to 32 when it comes to core health. The members of amateur opponents not looking so amateur here in game number 1. Syndra Goose. Oh, wait. Syndra Go. Something like that. Well, we'll see if they're able to lock down towers with it. We do have sappers coming in. Selma's going to be swapping into, looks like destroyer form. Yeah. Because they had the lava burst before. That Syndragosa coming through does end up hitting the tower, so they can chase into this. I believe it's 12 seconds that the towers are locked down. 20 seconds, actually, excuse me. I thought it was a lot shorter than that. They're going to step forward. Duck Rogers taking a lot of damage. Phoenix comes out from the Kael'thas sweep. Silma in the lower half of this fight. Duck Rogers is still living through this. Nano Boost did go into Cactus Sam as they actually have the Cataclysm coming in here. No reset for Cataclysm. Also to note because they did go into Bellowing Roar at level 10, so they do need to back off as the fort is going to be coming back to its shooty self once again. It's going to be unfrozen from the Syndragosa. 20 seconds. I actually, for some reason, I thought it was 12. 20 seconds and Here's the Storm is Syndragons. Yeah, exactly. He could hit both of those at once. I think you can. I wasn't sure, like, because, like, I feel like if you target it towards the middle, you can get, like, just the entire, like, capture point around. I think so, Brand Flakes. Syndra the tower, interesting, yeah. So, Duck Rogers tanking damage here. Deathwing lanes down. There's a Howling Blast from Arthas. Curse Blow comes out. Warlord's challenge. They end up turning the fight. Osprey looking to get a leaping strike. Bute's going to be going down. They find their first kill on the side of Counterpick. Stupid as they find a second onto Garrosh, only losing their Arthas right there. Triple altar phase. Leoric actually grabs the left-hand side. Gonna go for the right. Greymane coming up here as well, and it looks like they're only gonna get one themselves. They get the double kill. They have the advantage in a sense. They don't really have the talent tier advantage, but that's going to be 8 shots raining out into their core rather than the 4 that they just dealt. They do get the bottom lane bell tower in their favor. I do want to point out a map mechanic here. So on Towers of Doom, when these center points actually pop up on the map where you can get back to the battleground center, all of the forts transition to keep damage, health, and experience. So if you're ever wondering, like, because the announcement happens at the exact same time, and sometimes it's overlapped. You can actually see, like, there's an announcement that pops up on the right side of your screen. It says, like, the center point is opened, and that's when both of the Gravekeeper and the Ravenlord are actually arguing about saying, like, oh, I can do that to my towers too. So they're both upgrading their towers at the exact same time. It's, I don't know, if you never catch the line, like, it's always kind of interesting, but they're on top of each other, so it just kind of seems like they're just doing the center point. Anyways, 12 to 28 when it comes to our core health, we are going to be seeing 16 to 17 in levels. We're going to cycle through those numbers here in just a second. Want to get you all an idea of what the damage, experience, and healing has looked like thus far, as the Deathwing is going to be in the World Breaker form. So swapping into Destroyer right there. Cataclysm coming in onto the point. Sindragosa coming out from the Arthas as well. That's a bit of an odd angle as the Entomb comes out from the Leoric. They're going to toss someone in, get the Groundbreaker onto quite a few. Kael'thas does finish out the Arcane, the Mana Annex to level 1 Silma trying to get out of here. There's a lot of damage onto them because they're one Gilnean Cocktail. They don't even need it. The auto attack is enough. The reset for Li Ming as Leoric does end up going down in the lower half of our screen because I think they're actually moving through this bell tower range, and this is going to be a double bell tower phase, but Greymane ends up going down, and so does Li Ming. Hello? That turn? I wasn't expecting that whatsoever. Let's cycle through the numbers as promised. RTB, what's up, bud? 2 viewers from 100? Oh. Cool. Hell yeah. Honest to God, I never have my viewer numbers on. I never know how many people I'm streaming for, or my sub counters, or my followers. Or like, the only thing I have on is my bitrate and my stream length, but I can't even see that because it's actually cut off on the side of my monitor.
Show the Raven Lord the extent of my power.
These Deathwing R's are questionable, otherwise solid play. Otherwise, so butt play? Exactly. Oh my God, Stark, please. Hello? Can we talk about Fluffy? Thank you for the raid. If someone could shout out Fluffy, that'd be very much appreciated. Thank you so much, Fluffy. I hope you had a wonderful stream, my friend. Stark, thank you also. That is so perfect. Holy crap. Lunar with the Leaping Strike trying to step in here. Sonics needs to get out. Warlord Challenge comes out from Duck Rogers. They're very low. That's going to be 1 going down. No reset for Li Ming just yet, as they do have the Nano Boost thrown onto them, but they're playing around this mini wave, trying to having that tank a lot of the damage. 9 to 23 when it comes to core health, but as we always say on Towers of Doom, it's anyone's game at any point on this map because of how many comeback mechanics there are. I mean, that's 3 damage right there, so they're going to pull him down to 20 core health. Next altar phase will be single. Boss is still up, so they could look for a total of 9 shots if they're able to take the bell tower phase and like win over a massive fight, force back the enemy team, and then they can just rush to boss and take that, so they could potentially get 9 in their favor, pulling them down to 11. So definitely, I mean, like the opportunity is there. Like they have a lot of avenues to go, and as Cactus is doing their best to throw out some damage, but they're just holding bottom lane. And this is a really good example of what a lot of teams do at this point. They're going to hold over bottom lane. They're going to let their solo lane double soak between top and mid as you see them kind of ships passing the night. And this is typically what teams do. You'll maybe see Greymane or one, someone should cycle out a point, maybe grab the Sapper Camp to apply more pressure into lane. Looks like Lunar is actually going to be the one to do that. That way they can join in. Silma taking, well, curse bullet value damage right there, as Sonics is going to be able to get that in there, and now they're going to be stepping onto the fort. Toss goes out onto Valk, just trying to split them from the friendly side, but now that's going to be Duck Rogers tanking damage from the fort because of the targeting, because they hit Arthas once, and now they actually have the Sindragosa, which is going to slow them down. Nano Boost onto Greymane, but they realize, you know what, we can't do anything with that. 20 Talent Tier is going to be here, and I think the shots did rain out against them. Yeah, they took 4 shots from 20, so they're going to be at 16. Duck Rogers pulls the Warlord's Challenge Silence. There's so much damage onto Duck Rogers, but on a plus. Girash is so strong, and Tomb comes out from Leoric. That's going to be the Buried Alive as well. They pop the Deathwing immediately. That's going to be reset for the Li Ming. Phoenix comes out from the Kael'thas as well. Osprey trying to get away as Wit's End is going to be chasing in. That's going to be a huge Groundbreaker as Greymane actually finds the kill in that fight right there. There's a reset for Li Ming as they're still chasing in here. Wraithwalk from Leoric. They have the Repulsion, I believe I saw from... No, she's Talrash's Elements. I thought I saw the Wave of Force with way more pushback value, but no, it's just cycling through those abilities to keep her spell power up, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. That arguably how you win at Towers. Allegedly. That's Towers 101 holding bottom lane, yes. Oh, yes. Last auto, they do get the bottom lane bell tower converted over in their favor, so it's going to be 5 shots. And this is double bell tower. Oh, wait, no, Osprey, they want to find the kill. Leaping Strike gets them the friendly side of this engagement, and they're out of there. That was a close one, but here's the thing. Here's what I want to point out, chat. This is a win condition for the members of amateur opponents. They can either get both of these, they can get one of these plus boss, or they can get, like, one and then feed Sappers in twice. Like, there's a lot of win conditions here. Or they get one and then wait till the next bell tower phase. But they've got some options to potentially end the game here. So the enemy team's going to be cycling up here. They don't want to give over both, but that will be potentially 3 shots going through the bottom lane. This is what I was talking about, a second wave of sappers. They actually realize they need to invade the opponent's side of this, as this will be 20s up on both. We have Osprey on the left-hand side channeling. Butte is going to be going for the right, and this looks like they're just going to trade these out. And this is fine for amateur opponents. This is a good momentum for them. It's going to be both of them trade out. Entomb with the Buried Alive. There's a lot of damage onto Arthas. Wraith walk forward. Valk is going to try and stay alive here. They don't have the army. They're going to get the wave of force that gets the kill right there. Lunar trying to leaping strike in. There's going to be some good healing darts from Butte. And I think with that, they're going to turn to boss. As I said, the 3 sappers did go through, so it's going to be 1 core health. They just need boss. There's no Arthas for 53 seconds. They don't see, actually, do they see Deathwing in bottom lane? They might have. We're going to stick on their vision for a couple seconds here. So we know Osprey's up here. Caledorn's going to poke in a little bit. Deathwing's neandering their way up. This is going to be close. Cataclysm in. Lunar goes down on the right-hand side. This is going to be the point under contest between either side. Duck Rogers very low, does end up going down. Silma's going to use the Bellowing Roar to force back the enemy team, but Butte doesn't get hit by that. They're going to stand on the point, trying to stay alive. That will be a reset for Li Ming as they find the Deathwing kill. They're going to turn around and go for Wit's End as they're doing the best to sustain themselves on this point, but that'll be shots raining out in favor for the members of amateur opponents, and they take game number 1 on Towers of Doom. GG. Well played. Garrosh can toss sappers in? Yeah, he can. With Into the Fray. Did he have it? They did. All right, we already have our map, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and set some stuff up, and I'm going to let you look at stats really quickly, and then we'll get into, we'll throw it back to Bandit and I, and we'll get players into lobby. Amateur opponent is seriously strong this season. Definitely a team to look out for. Goliath online, I agree. And Baja sounded like Eminem in that last team fight. Cool, thank you. Thank you for the compliment. That fear almost saved the game for CCS. That's true, Lesh. That's really true. GG's. GG's indeed. That was a really good game number 1 for our final best of 3. So let's get this set up for the next game. I can actually invite both teams in at the same time because both teams use synergistic portraits. All right, this is my PSA while we get teams in here. My PSA to anyone who plays competitively: have your team synergize portraits. You have no idea how much it helps people. Like, synergistic portraits are just the best thing on the world for me because it just... Oh, I wrote this down wrong. It helps me a ton because I can invite both teams in at the same time. All that good stuff. I think I screwed up something else too. Let me double check. Map pick came out of this side. There we go. Okay, so that is going to be set correct this time. We just got to get players in here and we'll get going. Missed the last half. What did CCS struggle with? I'm trying to think of like what could I nail down, like the one thing that it would be. I feel like their engages were a little on the weaker side in comparison to amateur opponents. Amateur opponents had like a lot of things they could step in with. Oh. Silma gets captain, and then we get the other team in here. Or even with the whole game. I don't know, what if both teams synergize the same portrait? Then you're just being rude, Tetcher. I think it might have happened once where teams had the same portrait, and then we all kind of giggled about it. They were down shots, lost bottom keeps, couldn't take it back. Yeah. I don't know. It was a good back and forth, but I really think that they they kind of found their number as the game progressed on the side of amateur opponents. It was just every single team fight, like the engagement never happened. Like it just, you saw a lot of good setup, but then amateur opponents just turned things around. Teams are. Yeah, I noticed it the last second. Thank you, Tin. Sorry about that. I was getting lobby all set up and everything. That was the one thing I forgot to do. Thank you, those chat. All right, so we just need a ready from one player. We'll get into game 2. I need to be referee. There we go. Did he go Syndragosa? Yeah. Syndragosa is also, I think, a little bit of that problem because like Arthas had no sustain in the fight, so they couldn't. You mean Syndragosa? that one? Or was it more or less like Syndragosa?
We're dead.
I'm sorry to CCS when you watch this back. I'm not trying to be rude. Just we have opportunities for memes. We haven't heard a reply from Wits. Okay, CCS is ready. Okay. Going, good luck. Good luck, have fun. Spooky worm. Alright, let's push buttons, team. Let me double check. First pick goes over to them. That's all set. We're on the right map. Let's push the buttons. I guess CCS tried to go Siege with Syndragosa and lost in team fights. Basically, yeah, Langaria. Alright, let's get back into... Oh, wait. I'm pushing all the wrong buttons. There we go. Alright, so we're back into draft. Welcome in, everyone, to Volsky. I found you for game number 2 in our final best of 3. And if you're sitting at home and you're just like, wait, game 1 was good, but where, why, how did we get to Volsky? I got you covered. Home team this evening is going to be the members of... Can't Counterpick Stupid. They won the coin flip, opting for first pick priority. In game number 1, Braxton Sold and Cursed Hollow were banned out by them. Battlefield of Eternity and Dragonshire banned out by the members of amateur opponents. Towers of Doom was the first map chosen by them, and they won that. Can't Counterpick Stupid as the losing team can either choose first pick or map pick. They opted for map pick priority for game number 2, giving first pick over to the side of amateur opponents. Let's get back into our draft and see what we've got for first bans. Kael'thas to be removed. Celadoran actually had some insanely good Kael'thas play right there. Sylvanas going to be gotten rid of. They don't want to deal with her push potential. Do we see a Tassadar game team? Mephisto actually has a lot of value on this map too. So if they have a Mephisto player, like Cactus Ham, I feel like could play it. Celadoran could play it. Like both of those are really skilled mage players in my opinion. Like based on the last game, they're very, very well rounded in their abilities. But Zul to be banned out. That explain how my... That pretty much explains how my Arthas goes. Yeah, there you go. My money is on the winner of this match. Well, Trainwreck, you're in for a treat. Bandit is such a good boy. He is. He is, Nurse Shagger. Thank you. How does he butt? That's the question that must be asked. True. He's only good when you play with him, Jinxie. Dang. Jinxie is like the Arthas, like she has Arthas everything for her stream too, so there was if there was someone in chat who was our Arthas main, that'd be Jinxie. It's like me in chat when it comes to Asmonand. It's just like I'll talk about it all day. All right, so we have Stukov, Sylvanas Ban on the left hand side, Kael'thas and Zul on the right. We've got a Jaina and a Garrosh. I'm expecting an Ana at some point for the members of Can't Counterpick Stupid, or I would expect them to maybe lean into that. Greymane is going to be grabbed here. Do they go into the Mephisto, or are they going to be leaning into the Ana once again, maybe looking for the Li Ming in the later half of the draft? Because realistically, if I'm on the side of Can't Counterpick Stupid, unless I'm trying to grab the Ana after this ban phase, I'm banning it out immediately. And I think they're considering, like, do we grab the Ana? Yeah, they immediately grab it. And I don't disagree with this whatsoever. It would have either been banned out or stolen away from them. And I think it was just so strong in the last game. Like, Butte had really good skill shots in general. Like, we'll I don't want to just collapse into one category, but just for the sake of speech and draft and all that, she played that skill shot hero very well. They do ban out the Li Ming though. They're like, all right, cool. So like we get it. You're gonna get the Ana, but you're not gonna get the Li Ming. They still think like Mephisto's still up and available. You still have not Kael'thas. You still have things like Gul'dan. Kel'Thuzad is up and available if that's possible. So we'll see. Jinxie believes in CCS. Going to be honest, Tassadar kind of needs a rework. Crafty Trent, please. Silma plays Mephisto. Deathwing is still up and available. And it doesn't look like they feared it in the last game. Just gonna get rid of the Yrel, though. Didn't Osprey play a really strong Yrel? Or am I thinking of just someone else? Beauty's an Animal Crossing fan, so of course she's good. Exactly. Nano Sam? Oh my god, please. Please. Nano Sam what? Bladestorm? Is that what we're going for here? Okay, hold on. Did they ban... Sorry, I need to check things for NGS. Okay, I just want to make sure that they know that Imperius, like, Angelic Armament's banned out. They have to go Suplex. They have to go Wrath of Angiris. It's Bladestorm and Burning Blade only. Okay. There's the Mephisto. Malthael coming in as well. Suplex it is! Armaments is banned. Yeah. Angelic Armaments. I got that message out to them really quickly because I just want to make sure that they know before we get into game. Kira coming out. Oh, I like a good Kira. So that's gonna be Kira just in the 4 stack. Pretty good dive. A lot of good harassment, but as said in some of the games that I've been casting with Mac and games that I've been watching and all that kind of stuff, she's good unless you miss a skill shot. Once you miss a skill shot, it's like, Sorry, I got a message that I thank God. All right, whew, that's all done and set. We don't have to worry about that. Okay, just making sure I'm in the right chat channels and such. Bandit, what do you think about draft? While you're just licking your toe. Oh, were you not supposed to be? What are you doing? What? You have no idea how intensely he's staring at me. Like, I wish I could show you all. God, he's just such a good boy. Yes, you are. Alrighty, everybody. Let's go ahead and get on into game number 2. Let's find out what's going to happen here. Will this be a 2-0, or do we go to a game 3? On the left-hand side. Falk is going to be on the garage dropping some confetti on the ground. Witsend is going to be on the... Dear Lord, Malfurion, Caledorn will be on the Jaina. We've got Osprey on the Imperius, and Silma will be on the Kira. On the right-hand side, we got the members of Amateur Opponents, up 1 in our best of 3 series. Sonic's Bro is going to be on the Greymane. We've got Duck Rogers on the Joanna. Cactus Hand will be on the Mephisto. Butte is going to be on the Ana. And we've got Terminator or Saint Terminator or Street Terminator on the Malthael. Let's go ahead and check out our level 1s as well as our initial engagement into mid lane. Malthael. Wait, I missed something. Malfurion, Mephisto, Malthael in one game. It's a mouthful. Don't forget Mal'Ganis. Oh my god, these are so good. Where is Mephisto in mouthful? Okay. Hold on, the engagement's starting out. I'm going to catch chat in a second because these are really good puns. All right, so we just have Osprey and Terminator in bottom lane battling it out. Feels malpadated. Oh my god. Please, please chat. Which is nice because up until now we've been malnourished. Yeah, okay. All right. Okay. Maybe too many tacos, but it's worth it. I don't blame you on that. I feel the same way, honestly. You guys are making me feel bad because I can't think of a pun. I'm just gonna think about Malbutts. Okay. We all know you are the Malfa of pun. Okay, I swear, I'm done. We're gonna get into game. These are so good. Butt spot language. Oh my god. But damn it. Okay. Either way. let's go ahead and get into rotations. We are going to be seeing Osprey and Terminator in bottom lane. They're going to be going back and forth. Malthael into Imperius should be an easy time for Malthael because of just how aggressive they can be so long as they're juking a lot of the ability damage from Imperius, which it looks like they're absolutely doing. So they're going to be kind of freezing the lane as best they can in front of the gate, but Malthael still wants to push into them. Meanwhile, in the rotations, we are going to be having about level 4 popping up for both sides as Duck Rogers is going to rotate, continuing to just harass Zilma, and they actually have Cactus Ham going to be dove on by them with the revolving sweep, but they don't really find any sort of extra damage. Kira did go into the Blood Rage stacks. That doesn't sound rage. Fatal Wounds. I know it's Blood Rage, but it's just like I couldn't think of the name of the talent, but Fatal Wounds, they're going to be stacking that up. This is, I would say, our pretty standard Kira build that we see. Upstage is typically grabbed right there as Malthael finds himself on the wrong side of the gate. Hashtag worth? Just bottom lane going to go back to whatever. I guess maybe worth, but either way, they're going to be trading those kills out in bottom lane. What experience are we looking at right there? Literally, it's a 9 experience difference between those 2 kills. So in a sense, very much worth. Unfortunately, we do have a little bit of an experience gain when it comes to minion pressure because Silma's down in this bottom lane for now. But either way, Malthael's going to rotate in. Hopefully they don't miss a wave. Looks like they missed maybe a little bit of experience. Greymane and Ana going to be able to grab the kit for top lane. They do have first objective popping up in the mid position. Imperius not going to be going for any sort of Celestial Charge. I believe Celestial Charge is still kind of oddly stalled out if you miss it, so keep an eye out for that because, well, you basically, if you miss it, you get the 1 second of shame. The game literally shames you for missing a skill shot at this point. What has heroes become? Sleep Dart goes out. We do have Mephisto going into the... I can't think of the word for it off the top of my head. Lightning Nova build. So we are going to be seeing Fury Spark at level 1, so it's going to be increased damage and mana. Then you're going to have Static Barrier as well at level 4, so you get shielding. I would expect we get percent-based damage at, what, 16, I believe it is? This is going to be Trickery, which, this is something that I really want to try out myself. I never do Trickery. I usually do, like, the slow, I think it is. And I usually try and, like, jump on people with that one. But Trickery is something that I've always wanted to try out at least. Because Mephisto hits enemy heroes at least 18 times with his basic abilities while Shade of Mephisto is active to reset it. So you can, like, Shade of Mephisto in, get a whole lot of damage here, and then Shade of Mephisto in and get a whole lot of damage. So it's just really cool. Cricket's chirping bottom lane. Yeah, exactly. Like, the fight goes out, people died. It's just like, all right. Channel is going to be going over to the side of Counterpick's to be right now, but 40% is going to be in tow for the members of amateur opponents. Looks like camps will be grabbed. 8 to 8 in levels. We'll cycle through the other numbers in a second here. I want to see... Actually, no, let's do it during the team fight because we might be able to see some interesting stat jumps and such while all this is happening. Am I... Okay. So I couldn't remember if I was on the third zoom or second, or first zoom or second. Channel goes back over to the side of amateur opponents. Looks like top lane is going to be a wave they want to catch up here. Not a whole lot of experience, but they're going to try and push up their own wave with that because they have a good one coming behind. Surprised they actually didn't catch the extra wave from all of that, but I think they're worried about getting to the point in time. I think they could have gotten that second wave 100% and then be able to rotate down over to this, but Duck Rogers playing on the aggressive side of all of this. We do have Mephisto getting a lot of good damage in right there. Biotic Grenade comes out from the Ana. Kelador looking to jump onto this point. Kira is going to be stepping in. Osprey comes in with the Celestial Charge, connecting onto one. Malthael now turning onto the enemy team. Terminator taking a lot of damage. View trying to heal up. That's going to be the Subdue finished out by the Joanna. That's a really big pickup for them as they also find themselves a kill onto the Malfurion and the Garrosh. They find the counter kill onto Malthael and Greymane. Duck Rogers so very low, but Cactus Ham is providing a lot of good damage, and they're also sidestepping some of Keladorn's damage as well. And Osprey going to be getting, you can see right there that little stall for a second right there is Mephisto trying to maybe get the kill onto Selma, trying to get that Lightning Nova damage. Duck Rogers, oh, Selma found out real quick that the Subdue was finished out because they got hit with an 80% slow, and they were like, uh-oh, I don't win this anymore. Percent-based damage from Mephisto at 16. Thank you, Goliath. Look at Twitch chat. You so wholesome and helpful. No Kappa. All serious. Buttspot language. I know Lazy Hydra. Buttspot is just getting wild. They've been here a little bit, they get a couple subs, and now they're out here swearing and everything. So we are going to be seeing Trigger Protector in top lane grab the front gate as well as the well. Really good Celestial Charge on the two. Duck Rogers going to be trying to back off right there. Sonic's just got bursted down by some sort of damage, and they're going to be losing the Greymane right there as 10 Talonteers will come through. As we noted, they can't really go into an Angelic Armament because of recasting bugs onto that, so they are going to be going into the Suplex or Angelic. No. I'm trying to think of the name of the town off the top of my head, and it's not popping into my head right now. Oh my god. Not Angelic Armament. Wrath of Angiers. There we go. Yes.
So that is the extent of the
Wholesome and helpful, yes.
Impressive.
Bahamut Gaming Kappa ban now? Wait, what? No! Don't ban me! Odds, please! We're so wholesome and helpful, that's us. Some holes for— oh my god. Zulros, please! It's like I've said Wrath of Angiers, I can't, like, over 100 times. But you put it in a game, and I see the icon, I know what it is, and my brain just goes, no, I'm just gonna turn that one off for a second. Blessed Shield, Cursed Bullet, that's a dead. They find the double kill right there. I mean, well, a second kill, because it was 9 seconds apart. But either way, the burst onto that Malfurion is scary and terrifying. The reason I keep talking about Subdue is because of this set, like this right here, 80% slow when you hit, and no decay. That's so slow. What's the cooldown of Subdue? Hold on, let's look together. 8 seconds. So every 8 seconds, you can essentially, you can slow for 80% every 8 seconds. 8's on the 8. Now, Busbut's a swear and a liar. What happened to Sweet Boy? I don't know. They were in this channel for a month, and then I don't know what happened. Wrath of Budding in the— oh my god. Terminator is going to be in this bottom lane right now with Osprey still battling it out. Wow. It's a lot of damage onto them. Would Wrath of Angiers kill them? 625. So no, they have to get them a little— they have to get them a lot lower if they just— ooh, just out of range right there. That's gonna be full cooldown. 80 seconds onto that bad boy. And now they cycle out. They're like, dang, I couldn't get that. I'm gonna go join my friendly team. It's gonna be 13s up on both sides. 4,200, 420, 420, 420 on the Jaina. 420 on the Jaina. Nice. Sorry. You gotta take advantage of those little things. Terminator's like, all right, I don't want to play too aggressive indeed. They know that the suplex or Wrath of Angiers is going to be down for a little bit longer, but they're still just not going to play it too aggressive into them because this Imperius is chonking when they actually can get a dive and land a Celestial Charge onto someone. Rebellious and witty, yeah, exactly. I look over at chat for 1 second, I'm like, no one's going to die. No one's going to die down here. And they die down here. Control point B is going to be opening up. We do have Malthael down for the next 20 seconds. 14's up on both sides, 5 to 6 in kills. I'm going to cycle through the numbers once again just to get an idea of what those look like, because we do have this kind of lull phase between getting our 16s, and we're going to be— these two levels take a little bit of time, so we should be able to see all these stats, and then we'll be nearing those 16s as it does approach. But Duck Rogers actually needs to come and grab this, because no one on the team can grab it. They actually have that many items. Meanwhile, Imperius is on the top lane. They're going to look for an invade onto this because they do know that there's someone up there channeling because they see the percent going up. Silma going to be slow, but the tower damage— oh, they actually throw— Chat, this is where I'm at sleep-wise. I 100% went, huh, when did Kira get leap? So that's where we're at, but it took me a second. I realized, okay, wait, no, it's into the fray from the garage. Anyways, Duck Rogers, oh my god, the huge biotic grenade coming out as well. That's gonna be no value from the healing for a couple seconds right there as the biotic emitter does come out, as well as the biotic grenade. Duck Rogers getting very low, living with some little bit of health. The fatal strike comes out as well, and they find the kill, but the water elemental would have been there as well to get the last little bit of damage. Sonic Bros trying to get some healing as well as the armor reductions -30 onto them. Keladorn doesn't get hit with the skull missile. Now Silma's gonna be trying to 1v1 onto Cactus Ham. They actually might drop the fortification camp in lane, and they'll just play around that while the friendly team jumps onto point. I'd play Kira with leap, same. Into the Frey Anvil Skya. As long as you don't use it on the Triglove, or if that's still a bug, I think it's fine. I don't think you can not pick it. Is it a lot as long as it isn't misused? I think so, Trent. I think so. I'd have to double check on that. That rule I don't know off the top of my head. If anyone wants to look and you want a quick way to find it, if you do !NGS in chat, it'll give you the link to their website. You can go to their rules page, which should have all of the bans and stuff on their rules page, if I remember correctly. If you feel like it. Neither of these teams are saying anything, and as long as they don't misuse it, I don't think it's an issue. That's a whole lot of... Oh my god, are we serious? Joanna lives through there? There's going to be the last rights coming out from the Mouthy onto Garrosh as they find the first kill of the engagement. That's going to be Imperius going down. Sleep Dart goes out onto Wit's End as they find another kill. Silma's able to make it out, and so is Keladorn, but that will be the second Triglav Protector of the game going over to the side of amateur opponents as they hit their 16 talent here as well. Looks like they're actually going to go ahead and utilize the Triglav Protector in mid lane. They're going to split push into this because, well, 3 members are down on the opposing side. Why not get as much value as possible? Opens up mid lane, running straight into bottom. They actually want to get the advantage down in this bottom lane and just trying to push up top lane a little bit further. Maybe going for the gate here. They've got 13 seconds before they really need to kind of back off. Unless Terminator gets bursted right there, and they're taking way too much damage. They're like, okay, let's just back off. It's not worthwhile. Let's just use our Triglav Protector and join that in bottom lane, maybe siege up a little bit further, or they just cycle all back into mid and get themselves a third fort during this Triglav Protector phase. That'd be huge for them if they were able to do so. It's allowed on the map, just not on turrets. Okay. Yeah, they changed it. Don't throw a turret or auto lose. Okay, okay. Thank you, Zuros. Thank you, Tin. Thank you, everyone, for looking. Much, much appreciated. As well as RTB, thanks for bringing that up. Also, we do have a command in chat, exclamation point NGS MMR. It'll give you the breakdown for the different leagues and what they do. But I actually have to update it because we now have Division E, so those MMR rankings might have been split up. I have to ask someone also to. I should reformat it so that way it gives the MMR range and number as well as a range in Storm League like tier, because I think they correlate. I just have to check something that has a ranking. Anyways, 16-18, 6-11 in kills. Camps are going to be grabbed across the map. I didn't look at when the Triglav Protector went down, so off the top of my head, we're probably looking somewhere in the 15-minute mark. No, probably closer to like 16 minutes. Yeah, I feel like somewhere in this, like near 16 minutes into the game, we should be getting our next Triglav Protector for Control Point C. Top lane and bottom lane will have periodic catapult pressure. We actually see that coming through. Not. I was gonna show it, but I realized that it's not here yet. So I think it might be the next wave coming out. They will be just pushing the mid lane a little bit here. Cactus is gonna be just tanking a little bit of damage. Negative 20 armor. Sleep Dart goes out, but they just back off. I've heard someone say you can throw turrets on Hanamura, not on Volskaya, but I haven't checked. That's new to me. It's not mentioned on Hanamura because it is in the map pool. That's a fair point as well. It is not in the map pool. That's actually a really good point. Yeah, that's actually... I didn't think about that. I was just like, oh, I didn't know about Hanamura. And then I realized like we don't even have that in our draft pool. I wish we did get Hanamura. I really wish like Garden of Terra and Hanamura came into the pool. But that's just me because I always like to see a bigger variety of maps. I'll always push for that no matter what. I understand though, and on a player base, it's nicer to have like a nice medium-sized pool of maps. Because basically on the map ban screen that I always show before we get into draft or as we get into draft, that always shows all of the maps currently in our pool. But I need to bug Venus and I need to work on we need to work on getting like one together that is more customizable so I can just use it for any sort of event. That's going to be Garrosh going down. Silence on. Oh my god, the Fatal Strike comes through. They do find the kill. Kira will be finishing up the Fatal Rampage level 1 quest as well. Duck Rogers very, very low. Does end up going down. That's going to be a 1 for 2. They actually find 2 for 2 right there. Terminator trying to back off. Do they have last rights? I think they're... No, they don't. Not for 48 seconds, so they're just going to back off. And the Water Elemental will not find the kill onto them. And Triglav Protector C still not up, but 20 talent here does come through in favor for the members of amateur opponents. Bed Hamid, I'd like to go to bed. But that was what I said when I woke up today. I made my bed, I looked at it and I go, soon. Combine Hanamura and Haunted Mines easy. I mean, I'd cast the hell out of that. What's wrong with Braxis? Nothing. It's just no one picks it. That's the issue. So far for NGS Season 9... So I'm trying to skim through my notes right now. Every game I've casted so far... No. 3 out of the 4 games I've casted thus far in this season have had Braxis bans. In previous seasons, like Season 8, there's a lot of Braxis bans. So I'd rather have something else in the map pool that doesn't always get banned rather than something that just is like a quote-unquote, maybe even like a free ban or something. You know, it's just like, it's rare when teams want to play Braxis Holdout. I actually shame the teams, I always shame teams whenever they ban it out. And they're like, haha, maybe in the future. And I'm like, okay, alright, you're just lying to me. Need CCS to win so to get a game 3, go CCS. I mean, it's possible. I'm not counting them out whatsoever. 20 talent tiers here. They do have Wintermute, which I called Wintermute on Monday, and I felt like a potato because someone in chat said Wintermute, and I was like, it is Wintermute. Oh, they're waiting. 71%. They've got to do something because top lane's starting to crash in, and this is a time bomb in top lane in favor for amateur opponents. What's the vision look like? Okay, so we're just on Duck Rogers. So they know that they're kind of coming in from that left side. I'm gonna pull away the talents just so we can kind of see everything. This is vision for our red or orange team. Duck Rogers now stepping in, so they're going to be playing around the fact that they have the overtime in their favor, but if they lose this is going to be Trickle Protector. Mephisto gets the Endurance of Hate onto one. That's going to be spreading, I think, a little bit. Valk is going to go very low as they end up getting the kill. Whitson is going to be dove on by the Greymane. They find a kill onto them, and now Sonics is taking a whole lot of damage. They need to back off as this is going to be Celestial Charge from Osprey. They do... Oh, wait. Greymane dives in and they find another kill. Kira's the only one left alive. I think she might have gotten harassed or zoned by the Malthael, but either way, we're going to pull back talents if you're wondering what those are. And Triglav Protector running on in through bottom lane. Have a good night. Thanks for coming by, Kaleo. You have a wonderful night. Sleep well, and I hope you're doing all right. If you ever want to chat, just reach out. Wintermule go Frieza. Yeah, and people in chat want the domination. I mean, we might get it. 30 seconds on average. Well, 20, 10, 13, 26, either way. Caster averages aren't working out. We do have the Mimic from Mephisto. They're on core right now, 10% being chomped. Kira gonna do their best to defend against. This is the Rocket Glove is just gonna nope her back. Valk is gonna be coming over here as well. Gonna be Indomitable chasing in. They're gonna see the Rocket Gloves coming from core, pushing back Duck Rogers, but the core falls too rapidly, and that'll be game, set, and match over the side of over the side of amateur opponents. GG, well played. Blue team name is great. I agree. Might take you up on that? Feel free, Kaleo. I get it, dude. It's a rough time right now, but people are around. Can always chat. Talk about Simpsons episodes and stuff. No joke. Like how the one with Scorpio is my favorite. If the Scorpio episode, I can't remember. It's like the one where the Simpsons move out of town and they end up working for like an evil. Oh god, like a Dr. Evil type. Super villain. Dear Lord, couldn't think of the word. That's one of my favorite. Like if that Simpsons episode ever comes on, I have to watch it. It's my favorite. Hammocks. Why did I think of that? It just. That was hype. It was a good game. It was a really good game. Let me message the captain and see who wants to do an interview. Whew. Hank Scorpio is my hero. I agree, Goliath Online. That episode is so good. I know, it's my favorite. The best is like when Marge starts day drinking, and it's like 1 o'clock, and she pours like one glass of wine. It's just like it zooms in and just does like the dun dun dun. Oh my god, old Simpsons is so good. All right, at this time we're gonna be joined by Butte. Congratulations on your 2-0 victory. How you feeling?
Our team is feeling great. Sonics went to go have a margarita.
I don't blame him.
Yeah, Cinco de Mayo, happy Cinco de Mayo, but we're feeling really good. I'm still really sweaty in a lot of places. That was it. We were all, I think, a little nervous. One of the best teams that we thought in our div. We watched the last game they played, and we were nervous going in, but we played really well overall. Everyone did a really great job.
Oh, you all played so well, and let's talk about this a little bit. So Towers of Doom, there was some good back and forth between them, but what was it that you felt won most of your team fights? Because chat was asking too, and it just to me it was like their self-sustaining the team fight just didn't seem like existent or apparent. Like Arthas had Syndragosa, which is good, but didn't allow them to sustain. Like so many times Arthas just died, and that was the end of it.
Yep, I think one of the picks, and this isn't about me, this is about the character, but I mean, leaving Ana up with such a huge self-sustained comp is pretty deadly. I also did take Root Cleanse, So that negated the Stukov root, the Arthas root. So that negated a lot of their CC, which made it a little bit easier for our damage to get in the backline and for our tank to feel safe walking up. Even if he did get rooted for some reason, it allowed him to continue forward and re-engage. So that was a really good pick. Honestly, we really kept our composure. We may have lost, myself or a damage dealer in the fight, but we really kept our composure. We regrouped, and we made sure that we were positioned effectively to re-engage if we wanted to. So I think, at least in team fights, we had really good focus on our targets. Our tank shot calls in terms of micro, so he was doing a really good job calling out targets. And then if our damage dealers were in the back line and we wanted to follow them up, we were able to continue and finish the team fight off. So
it was just really it was just consistently well played. Like you kind of found the Achilles heel in the draft, and you just kind of exploited it consistently as the game progressed, and it really played to your favor. Then getting into game 2, Volskaya, there was some decent back and forths, but after I'd say somewhere basically post 10s, you just shut them down every single team fight. Was it just the strength of your composition? Was it the shot calling? Was the momentum? What was it that kind of felt that kept you all going in some of these fights that were just so well done?
I mean, honestly, it's a mixture of all of it. We were really hyped from game 1. I mean, Towers of Doom is one of our best maps. We love that map. So feel free to ban it if you want. Leave Braxis open. That's totally fine.
See?
But it's Volskaya is also one of our strong maps. And we focused on macro. Cactus is our macro caller, and he does an excellent job. He was keeping us focused on the macro. And even when there was, quote, nothing to do because we took everything on the board, we were just looking for anybody out of position to kind of maintain that advantage. So Shane did a great job in the off lane. Keeping that lane pushed, and it took 5 people to kill him, so props to him. But at the end of the day, we stayed patient and we waited for our time. And a lot of teams, I think, force engages when maybe your team's not positioned appropriately, or maybe you don't have an item or a numbers advantage or something. But we made sure that all of our boxes were checked and that we felt comfortable, especially with the Joe being up. Duck plays an amazing Joe, so we felt especially confident in following up on any CC that he had, or letting him go in and take the Garrosh throw and the Wrath moving backwards. It's just kind of worst case scenario, but he was able to tank a lot of that for us.
Can I shout you out real quick in that top lane control point B fight where Duck should have died on Joanna and then just didn't? Hello? It was no health bar. I was literally about to say, all right, there's Joanna going down, then they just walk out with Iron Skin and just, you're just slapping heals on them. I'm like, are we serious with this?
I mean, active reload, though, pretty OP, but to be fair, he did have, I don't know how much it was, maybe 500. So he could have sustained a little bit of damage from the other team, but with Iron Skin out, he couldn't be CC'd, so I felt comfortable. I wanted to make sure I actually hit him, and I think either Mephisto or Greymane were kind of not deep in there in a bad way, but they were pretty deep, and I wanted to make sure I would hit at least one of them, including our tank, so we could re-engage. So I had to reposition for that, but I mean, Duck called it. He said I'm getting out, I'm low, and I made sure to prioritize him in that. So it was a team effort, and so I appreciate that.
No, it was really well played. The synergy was definitely apparent in the games this evening. Thank you so much for the interview. Before I let you run out of here, and then are there any shout-outs that you'd like to give? The floor is all yours.
I'll be really quick. I could gush constantly about my team because I love them. They're awesome. Especially our 2 subs, they've been very supportive, and I mean Ed Erder Snurder has done an excellent job with scouting outside of the game, and he really pumps us up, so props to them, props to the team. I mean, everyone played really well. We kept our composure. Towers of Doom, I mean, they had a tower advantage, and we stuck it. We said we're going to be patient, we're going to wait for 20, and we're going to play our game, and we did. So props to the team. We've seen so much improvement this season, so props to everybody, and thank you. Props to you for casting. We were, like I said, we were fangirl. All of you in chat didn't hear this, but we were hardcore fangirling about having him cast us twice this week, so we got to steal him away. So but props to you, and thanks to anybody supporting the stream. Make sure you throw him a follow or a subscribe. So yeah, that's all. Oh, props to my mom. Love my mom.
Props to your mom. Well, thank you so much for being me. Thank you so much for the kind words. You have a wonderful night, and congratulations once again on your 2-0. I will see your team on Thursday for another